Pisces, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Pisces, y'all got like a gazillion cards. It was like dumped out. And then I was like, well, okay. Because I feel like we can pretty much like put a lot of these all together in a little chunk here. But I feel like there's an end to being dragged through the mud, an end to feeling stuck, an end of feeling, I mean, the village is the idea that you can't get any bigger than the people around you because they won't let you. They will do everything in their power to put hurdles in your way. They will speak ill against you. They will practice magic against you. They will do everything they can, right? To like seek their control over you. But again, Pisces cannot be contained. You just poof, right? And I feel like you've poofed out of some very toxic environments. They've come to an end, and I feel like there is this sense of really and truly just it's funny because I was meditating earlier today, and it was like this breath of air, this blowing, and all of these little lights started to flicker and appear, kind of practical magic, when they blow the candle and the flame into the candle. That's what that feels like. That's what this judgment feels like to me. Well, because people who want to drag you through the mud, people who want to block you at every chance, people who want to keep you beneath them, like they give themselves away. And I just kind of feel like oftentimes they give themselves away in their aggressive campaigns against you. And in their aggressive campaigns against you, they turn a lot of people against you. But I feel like this, well, yeah, it's like the Amber Heard trial. Like Amber Heard did everything she could, and she cried and she played victim, and then they're like, oh yeah, and here's the time that she used makeup to like paint bruises on her face, to like accuse, just like the abuse, the constant abuse. And so when people saw her for what she was, they were repulsed by her. She was like an archetype villain for the media to really cling to. And listen, the media loves a good female villain, and Amber Heard did a fantastic job of providing them as, like as a wonderful example of what it looks like to be, like the villain archetype. And I feel like for a lot of my Pisces, there's been this villain archetype that you've dealt with. And I just kind of feel like for all of the guilty until proven innocent that you've dealt with, when you're proven innocent, when they're found guilty, like the obscenity of their willingness to go as far as they could and take it as far as they did is nothing shy of a spectacle. The truth will set you free. And then you have the prayer, the forest, the vision, the medallion. Because when you experience these nemesis type energies, they want what you have. They're trying to take what you have. They're liars, they're thieves, they're repulsive human beings. Some may call them trash. you know, just saying. But, I mean, it's real. And when they're revealed for who they are, you are free to do what it is that you're going to do, to be who it is that you're going to be. And you're able to do that because you have an intimacy with who you are and what you are intended for and what your vision is. And these people who wanted to try and like come up on it or steal it or you know, whatever else they were trying to do. Yeah, it does. It has that Rihanna, turn on the lights, turn on the lights. We turn it on lights. The candles are ignited. The flames are showing. The light is starting to get brighter. And the brighter the light gets, the harder it is for all of those people, the trash pandas, to hide in the shadows. Right? Yeah. Because they can't bury you for very long. You know what I mean? Like their lies are veils. Their behavior is so thin that it's like it's so easily burned away with just a little bit of light, a little bit of illumination. Because again, I just feel like this point of judgment, and then just this, like, not only are you free to walk away, but you are paid for the reparations for the like trauma that you were dragged through. Hundredfold, hundredfold. My sweet, sweet Josiah. Okay. Pisces. Oh. Queen of Wands, love. Oh my goodness. Okay. Queen of Wands, the Moon, the Eight of Cups, and the Magician. It was a Pisces read for my final magic trick. That does. It feels like that, like, again, this missing out, this feeling like you're missing out. But if you've had somebody who's been trying to like steal from you, who lies on you, who wants to take your identity, who wants to steal your destiny, which is a very dramatic thing to say, but listen, we live in an era of colonizers. That's what they do. They steal, they lie, they cheat. you know? And I just kind of feel like the truth has set you free. Yeah, for all of the cards, it does feel like the simplest of messages. Pisces. Justice. Justice and the Knave of Wands. Well, again, I just kind of feel like this, like you're free. I don't know Pisces, because I don't know, like I'm trying to like tap into like your feeling of this, and I just kind of feel like you don't have a lot of feeling towards it. You know, I feel like there are people who are like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel, I don't know what they're expecting you to feel, but I don't feel like you really feel anything other than vindicated. V for Vendetta, bitch. Remember all of it, and I just kind of feel like stronger, wiser, more powerful. I think that people are expecting you to feel negative emotions towards others. And you're like, why would I waste any energy feeling any negative emotions toward people who literally have, like, you forget the fly as soon as you kill it. You forget that it was there bothering you, right? There's no emotional investment into the fly. Any emotional investment was invested into the removal of the the irritation, the like the attempt for domination, the attempt for control, the attempt for ownership. You know what I mean? Like, that was the irritant, not the fly. And you deal with the irritant, and now, you know, I just feel like walking out of the room ready to go do what it is that you're going to do, and not really trying to share what that is with anybody, because they all just sat around and were entertained by the trial. Useless. Okay, we got another stack. They're just coming out in stacks. Well, the Bardo, the mother, again, I feel like this trial held by jury, and what a joke. What a fucking joke. And you know it. And so you sat, you listened to the joke, you walked out the door, you know what I mean? And you go towards what it is that is meant for you. And then you have the offering. And I do feel like it's almost this, like, the reparations. Well, I just keep thinking of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. But she had to pay him like millions of dollars for all of the like the jobs that she cost him, the slander, the like emotional distress. I mean, like, the shit that she dragged him through was obscene and uncalled for, and very, like, it hurt him in a real way. You know what I mean? And the jury that sat there and watched and was entertained was like, okay, well, they need to be paid for this performance. They need to be paid for the whatever. I don't know. I feel like you're getting a payment. Well, because if you're just sitting around being entertained by it, if this is all for your entertainment purposes, I mean, if that's who you want to be, you know what I mean? Like, if you're just someone who gets off on salacious gossip, but doesn't actually have any care or concern for the people who are being dragged through it, then you're no better than the people who drag them through it. You know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like somehow that's paying off for you, Pisces. Okay, I mean, very interesting. If this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and sharing your energy with me. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.